Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to make your own tab completion for your Bukkit commands. So this takes place either in a new class or in the same class as your Bukkit command. I'm going to do the method that uses the same class as your Bukkit command. If you would like to do it the other way, instead of implementing tab executor, you implement tab completer right here, like that. But we're not going to use that. I'm going to use tab executor so I can do the command and tab completer inside of the same class to make this tutorial easier. So I'm going to make an on command method here, but I'm just going to leave that blank because I don't really need it. So the one I actually want to focus on is the method named on tab complete. This method runs whenever a user starts typing in any letter on the keyboard after the base command, so anything that's an argument. The first thing we're going to do on this onTabComplete method is make a list that's going to store all of the possible completions. So we're going to make this a list of strings, and the name of this list does not really matter because we're going to return a separate list from this one. And inside of my list, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, chicken nugget. And then second thing I want to do here is make a variable for the user's input. And for me, this is the first argument. If you're doing more arguments, you want to check the argument length. Or not the argument length, but the amount of arguments. I think that is actually length, but you know what I mean. Not the length of the words, but the length of the number of arguments. So, for me it's 0. And there's a beautiful method here we can use called toLowercase that will make it lowercase for us. We don't have to do anything. And then the next thing I want to make is the list that we're actually going to return. The reason I have two separate lists is so we don't get any errors in the future when we're looping through the list and trying to remove stuff. So this is going to be a list of strings named completions. And I'm just going to set it to null for now because if there's nothing in this list, we want it to return null and not an empty list. Now we're going to loop through the list that we made above, named list. In this for loop, we're going to check to see if the current string starts with the user's input. To do this, we can make an if statement. And we're going to check to see if the current string starts with, using this nice handy method, the user's input. And now we want to make sure completions is not null before we add anything to it. Oh my gosh, brain, please work. Just for me. Alright, that was something. Okay, down here we just want to add the current string to our completions list. After we're done looping, we once again want to make sure that completions is not null. And if completions has something in it, then we want to go ahead and sort it using this handy method in the collections class. Now we can go ahead and return completions, just like that. And we're not done yet. There's still one more thing we have to do. So up here in your onEnable, where you register your command, I'm going to make my command name tab. You also want to add a second line similar to the first one, but this time we're going to set the tab completer to this class because this class is a tab executor class. And that's all, guys. I will see you in the game. Alright, and if I go ahead here in game and type in /tab, I can go ahead and see all of the arguments that I put in alphabetical order. And if I type in a T for 2 or 3, both of those show up, and when I type it in, it disappears. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, and if you have any video recommendations, let me know down in the comments. Goodbye.
Nice. The mutt's nuts, in fact.